Do you think if you had a better dad, you would be able to read?
This is my better dad.
Do you suppose, assuming that you had a superior father, you would have the option to peruse this as my better father? Will Drake be as great a daddy to Hot Red's child today? We will make sense of why the rapper is in no rush to recognize the kid in the undertaking with her in like the video and figure out who is preventing Drizzy from settling down. And how will Red need to make Drake see her, as the one after all pregnancy isn't enough, for instance? So if Brother Drake's most memorable child mom couldn't cause the person to wed her, he doesn't actually specify in the meeting that his child has a mother, and calls himself a single-parent watch until the finish to figure out, will Red recurrent her destiny? Or is she some way or another not the same as the Roni celebrity Sophie? Yet we should not fault the young lady's Drake didn't begin a family for an alternate explanation. Assemble things like a family or a relationship. Or I could do without. I don't do any of that. I only sort of work. Yes, Drizzy is a horrendous obsessive worker fixated on progress. He even said that his main love is victorious minutes. And we thought Rihanna ok anyway. The kids won't disrupt his vocation. Yet help it so on October 6th, the rapper posted a video ADM in Charlotte where his child Adon Hightail, it moves and rhymes with his father. In addition, the kid recorded 2 or 3 lines for Sunshine from Drake's new collection for every one of the canines, and delivered an independent child, my man, Freeform. And he is just 6 years of age. Red has a 2-year-old child, and a second child on the manner in which they could be the stars that take Drake higher than ever. It's no big surprise Red and Drizzy's joint hit Rich Child Daddy got 24.3 million authority streams in the US and 1,000 downloads sold in 7 days. Is this why Drizzy is in no rush to deny or affirm of his issue with Red? Her persona and pregnancy make an incredible PR, yet Drake can't be prevailed upon by this, by itself. The most renowned young ladies in the entertainment biz dated him, yet he didn't wed a solitary one as per fans. This is another explanation the rapper won't settle down and will not pick Red. How about we give the floor to Drizzy's dad? He's getting somewhat more seasoned, where what's the deal with him? And the woman, I don't have the foggiest idea about. Drake's a player. So I can't get out whatever will occur. With that, after everything, the rapper's guaranteed darling young men cover was made of emoticons of pregnant young ladies. The person is glad for his relationships. His last ex, Joan Ali, could be the ideal spouse for Drizzy in 2021. Wonderful shrewd. And likewise, the mother of a b-ball virtuoso, her child, a Larry Bailey, dealt with the rapper like a dad. Drake tutored youthful Bailey. He was enlisted to play ball at UCF. Law. The rapper organized a confidential supper for Lay at Dodgers Arena, gave gifts, yet this sentiment finished. Drizzy appears to appreciate play, imagine, as opposed to building connections like with Sexyy in 2009. The couple met in light of the fact that the youthful rapper was attempting to break into the business and Drake needed to sign her to his OVO mark. So she got a standards to the Broadway, and Drizzy thought the tune Mr. Perfect Now, where he showed her off like a prize. Yet in particular, obviously he was glad for his relationship with Riri. Following Sexyy, he attempted to prevail upon the Barbadian magnificence, and the couple even dated for just about 10 years, with breaks for cheating and separations. Obviously, fans are certain Rihanna would have rather not given Drake an opportunity due to his determination as an unfortunate companion's proprietor. Yet perhaps it was something different, something hazier. Clinicians say that we are compelled to rehash our folks' missteps, and Drizzy is one of the most clear instances of how this can obliterate individual satisfaction. What sort of accomplice would Rihanna size as Sophie or Red get, assuming the person has positively no clue about what a typical family is? Aubrey Graham's folks separated when he was just 5. His dad, Dennis Graham, moved back to the States, and the kid grew up with his mom in Toronto. I needed to turn into a man rapidly, and be the spine for a lady who I love with my entire existence. My mom, Dennis, was a dark drummer who played with legends like Jerry Lee Lewis. Grew up longing for getting the endorsement of such a cool dad. Even his stage name Drake is the name Dennis gave him, by the way. This is all he provided for his child Graham, didn't pay kid support, and couldn't come to Canada for quite a long time. Because of issues with the law, one day Drake saw his dad captured having turned into an effective artist. The person trusted that his relationship with his father would work on, yet he resembles man. I'm in Shanghai, man. My companion got this RV available to be purchased. I resemble do you have any? Kind of thought of what's happening back home, like you realize that I dropped this collection. And we enjoyed he was not extremely keen on his transgressions life. Even after the stunning progress of his most memorable collections, he just took the cash his child procured from it. And later he even recorded a few joint tracks with Drizzy. Do you think Dennis is a horrible dad from the get-go? Yes. Yet incidentally, Drake wasn't straightforward either. A couple of years prior, Graham Sr. conceded that his child made up a couple of things. I said, Drake, for what reason are you expressing all of this different stuff about me, man? This isn't cool. And he goes that it sells records, the track God's Arrangement, where Drizzy got serious about his troublesome relationship with his dad, acquired him a Grammy for Best Rap Tune, Miserable Youth Stories and Take Care, got a Grammy for Best Rap Collection, and the principal spot at the announcement, 200, discussing his thoughts and discussing his past, effectively recognized Drake from different rappers who were more gangster, what will assist Drake with selling much more records. While possibly not more family show, a lot of his 2018 collection Scorpion is about his child Adonis and the relationship with his mother. The rapper requested not one yet a few DNA tests. Without a moment's delay to demonstrate the kid was his. The kid was brought into the world with blonde wavy hair and blue eyes. This can't be the child of dull-skinned Graham and brunette brother. For a year Drake would have rather not conceded that he was the dad of this kid. And just Adonis' similarity to Sandy Drizzy's mom, consult the craftsman 6 years after the fact. Plainly, the child is his grandma's, resemble the other the same. In both Dennis and Sandy party for these special seasons to invest energy with their grandson. Consider the possibility that they get another Red dissimilar to Sexyy brother might not just cause Drake at any point to recognize the kid sooner, yet in addition to settle down, see with your own eyes. Sophie lives with her child in France, and Drizzy can't be there day in and day out, very much like his dad couldn't race him. Distance and detachment from father left the greatest injury on the rapper's spirit. On various occasions, I kind of recommended that they might have improved at co-nurturing, staying together, not being so partitioned. Yet Red Lives in the States is dedicated to Drizzy and calls him my man. She even reported pregnancy after his new collection's delivery on October 6th. Incidentally, the young lady even sucked in her stomach at the B Hip Jump Grants on October 10. And just on October 15, the rapper conceded she was expecting her second kid. Just about 10 days after the arrival of For Every One of the Canines, she effectively advanced her child daddy's record. What an extraordinary young lady. Or has Red gained from her ancestors' mix-ups and knows how to get Drake to pick her after everyone representing things to come. Mrs. Graham has an incredible life ahead. It was a unique little something that you realize I recently began gathering to, for I surmise like the lady that I end up with one day. So I have a genuinely huge assortment of Herms, as well as $200 million of vehicle assortment, and a standards to the stage for both of her youngsters. Adonis Graham got this from his daddy. What is it that you think will Drake's craving to assemble the family? He never had get the better of him, and he'll be a dad to Red's child. Share in the remarks, and sit tight for new subtleties of this story.